and welcome to Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry, the Let's Try program here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. I'm Skeletor, and I actually have Beastman and Orko and I. We hold a D&D thing on Thursday. I came by to open things up for you as a favor. But I'll be back. Okay, did we get the show started? Everything's
the intro played, and then it abruptly cut to Booth, and I wasn't expecting that. And then Skeletor was here.
He did get my message,
and it was very loud and sudden, and I was not expecting it.
No, very few people ever do expect when Skeletor shows up. But you know what?
But he introduced the show. He didn't introduce me at all. He just left.
Great. I mean, he didn't introduce me either, I assume, or did he? Probably not. He's pretty forgetful like that. Hi, yes, the Let's Try program here on the Loading Ready Video Entertainment Network. My name is Ian Horner, and joining me today is, as always, not someone who is not here, but someone who's in fact here. Coriander Dickinson.
Yes, hello. Hi. Good to be here.
Yes.
Pleasure to have you.
And it's ownership is 9/10 of the law. Is that it? The police are here.
Yeah, that one's an ambulance.
Okay. Well, ownership
cheers.
transfers after. Yes, cheers to that. Tonight's beer is what do you call it? Raised by Wolves. Ooh, we didn't practice that. From the mighty, everything here in Victoria is mighty. From Driftwood Brewery, other beers are available. It's pumpkin carving time. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're ostensibly going to complete tonight in some way, shape, or form. And I'm excited because we got some really interesting pumpkins this time.
Yes, mine has a weird crease in it, and like claw marks.
Mine sits on its side because the bottom is very dirty. Is that? No, that's a skin condition that you get from sitting in the moist dirt all summer. Air your parts out, people. That's what I'm saying.
Or you'll get a skin condition like this pumpkin.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Is we're just gonna hang out and carve some pumpkins, and hopefully you'll enjoy yourself, and we'll have fun too, I guess.
Yeah. Please enjoy yourself.
Are you gonna put a horse on yours?
Oh, that's an idea. Because I'll end up with something mildly incorrect or off, and so it will add to, like, I mean, people try to go for like scary or cool for pumpkins, but they don't really try to go for disturbing.
Not as often as they should. I think that was really a factor of moving away from turnips to pumpkins.
Right.
Like the turnips, a turnip given a face is inherently terrifying in and of itself.
And as it ages, and
just
retracts.
recedes. Yeah.
Okay.
The skin. Let's not think about the skin anymore. Gotta thank Space Battery though for those big bits.
Oh dang!
Thank you so much. I've never been able to see one of these live before, so here, have some bits. Well, thank you for said bits. And
Yeah, this is a very typical example of the show. This is what it's like all the time.
So we've laid down some newspapers. I just want to share some stuff with the group as well. I mean, this is from this is an ad for Castle, but it includes my new favorite newspaper character, available now Skull. He just seems so very happy about how available things are.
So that one camera is leaning on the monitor, so it gets all the wobbles.
Ooh, it does, doesn't it?
It does.
Let me just lift that up.
Yeah.
Just a pinch.
Raise the arm.
There we go.
There we go. I mean, you could go... My pumpkin is taller than yours because it doesn't have a skin condition.
Let's go higher.
Oh... Okay, that's definitely...
I think that centers things nicely.
All right.
Great.
I need a knife.
Yes, knives. We've foregone a majority of the tools this year because
Couldn't find them.
yeah, we couldn't find them, and my excuse is that I didn't use most of them. You used the saw though. You mentioned.
I used the little tiny saw, the one that bends under the least amount of stress.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's nice for getting your teeth points sharp.
I think these knives are good specifically for this practice because the ed or the exposed metal is a nice positive grip. You're less likely to slip on these once things get nasty.
Yeah, they are surprisingly textured.
Though this year again, I do have an idea in mind for my pumpkin. I'm wondering if I'm going to actually just put it out there right off the top, or if I should.
You want to hide it? I mean, I was going to do one based on yours, but I think the horse suggestion's pretty good.
I'm going to try making a Zaku head, and we're just going to let that happen and see how it goes. I'm going to tell people, and then we'll deal with it. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and make the eye out of this thing, and that'll be only the stem, and we'll make like as small of a cut as we can. That'll be the only part that actually shines through, and the rest of it I think we can carve out from there in some interesting design patterns. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a plump little Zaku, but it'll be a Zaku nonetheless.
The plump ones are the cutest, though.
So
Love a plump Zaku.
I wonder if I should carve something off the back here too, just to clean it out in traditional manner.
Well, I'm about to find out if I can even get into mine.
Ooh. There we go. Do you want a butter knife for prying? Or?
Nope.
Okay. Because we do have to clean the insides out.
Sure.
Yeah, let's open up the back, and we can always throw a flashlight in there too. Couldn't find his own butt for want of a flashlight.
Really? You think people are out there losing their asses just because it's dark?
Yeah, I think a lot of people should be more aware of their posterior or the
You know, normally I think
posterity of their posterior.
proprioception helps keep track of where your posterior is.
But what if I'm old or young?
Wait, should we move this into the
Yeah,
middle?
let's get that in the middle there so that we've got some space. Ooh, let's just cut that off.
Mine is releasing an odor.
I thought that was mine. I thought it mine wide open already, unless I haven't gotten wind of yours yet. Yeah, this one seems. This is actually one of the cleaner pumpkins I've ever delved into with the old hands.
Get your fingies right in there, eh?
It's good and clean in there. Oh yeah, there it is. Hey, Ian and Corey, are you going to make some roasted seeds when all is said and done? I highly recommend soaking them in soy sauce for night and roasting them with garlic salt powder. I've never actually done the soaking with soy sauce before. That sounds like a really interesting idea.
Yeah, you've done the brine bath.
But soy sauce feels like that would add a lot more umami to the party. Lady Eliora says that their seeds came out tough this year, and they are sad, and I am sad for you. There's nothing sadder than
Tough seeds.
yeah. Well, the disappointment of tough seeds. Oh, there we go. Soy sauce every year for Lunchman 13. That sounds real good, actually.
Yeah.
Mommy parties are against Twitch TOS says no smoke fire. I mean, is it the fifth taste that they disagree with, or is it the party aspect?
Fifth element.
Wait, does Twitch think that you get a headache, that you can get headaches from MSG?
Yeah.
Is that what it's all about? Ooh, that's an interesting feeling. The interesting feeling was the firmness of it. I was quite pleasantly surprised.
Oh, firmness. You usually get like a supple pumpkin.
Well, I mean, depending on how long the pumpkins are left out and which pumpkins you have access to. There were not many pumpkins left in the shop when I showed up that day. These were some of the few pumpkins that were, in fact, still in good structural order, shall we say. Okay. How much do I think I want to scrape out this time?
All of it.
Is it a lot? It's probably a lot. I mean, I want to be even, honestly, so I don't want to... We're doing an illuminated pumpkin, so it's going to need to be planned properly. We do want to get some of that stringy gunk out. Acorn squash seeds are apparently very similar to pumpkin seeds and can be
Really?
roasted in a similar way. That makes sense. I should give that a try. Thank you for pointing out.
Not in the same way as a manuscript. Nice try. I have seen people paint pumpkins instead of cutting into them.
Yeah.
Especially people who intend to like cook with them or something.
Actually, today I saw an interesting combination style, and I think it was done by someone involved in Dragon Quest, because it was a slime pumpkin, but it was painted. The entire pumpkin was painted blue, and then
Just had a little mouth and eyes.
No, because they carved a slime into the outer edge, and I think they also did the cut through as well to give it light from the inside for like the eyes or something. But it was a good pumpkin. And Japan certainly is loving Halloween.
Oh,
It's growing in popularity as the aesthetics become more and more well known. Yeah. Turns out it's more of a human condition than just an affliction. The obsession with Halloween. Ugh. Dump.
Oh,
There we go.
that's some technology right there. That's a paradigm shift.
Well, it's not over yet. These are very sturdy, fleshy. There's another one for the wheel of adjectives.
Stringy fleshy?
Stringy, fleshy. It's alternatively my favorite Precure, Common Rider, or Power Ranger.
Or potentially a stand from Jojolian.
Also, yes. Or Gundam name, let's be honest. There's
Like a Gundam unit or a pilot?
either. More likely a pilot, though, with a name like Stringy Fleshy. I think they were an AUG lieutenant for a while.
AUG.
Oh, there we go. Yes, Stringy Fleshy.
Yep.
Random Trivia's got a good spelling there. Of course, then that gets sent back to katakana, and then it just gets turned into Stringy Fleshy.
String flesh.
Fresh tie!
Captain Flesh.
Oh, wow. This is just peeling off like 3D printer.
That's a stringy fleshy right there.
Yeah. This is almost like I feel like I'm taking down support structure from a 3D print from the inside. Only it's much more organic. Are pumpkins just nature's FDM? Did nature just reinvent 3D printing? Ooh, wow. I have not held a spoon this tight for this long. Oh, I'm starting to get hand cramps. I need to get back into my marathon gaming sessions with controllers too.
You've been playing No More Heroes.
That's different. There's a lot of hand waggling in that. But, I'm happy they managed to. I got a lot better at and had a lot more fun with No More Heroes once I started using the motion control
wiggly?
options. Yes, that is how she is meant to be played. All right. Whew. So I think I'm done with the bucket if we want to move that towards
Yeah, you can just pop it on the back end of my tray.
off camera there.
Sure. That's
Gives you some space to work with.
yes.
Space. All right, let's deal with the eye. You know what? I'm going to try popping the top off. Nope. It's not coming. Not coming around. Oh, wait. I think I...
Oh,
No.
did you break it?
No. No. Okay. We're going to have to go in there with the knife. So it might end up being a big mono eye, but that's okay.
Mono eye?
That's what it's called.
Oh, Gundam in your name.
Mono meaning mono, and eye meaning eye. Okay. It was a lot easier to do with this when the radius was a lot larger on top, or on the exit hole. I mean, I think that's why the issue is difficult, is that on most pumpkins the exit hole is on the top, which is different from humans.
Where it's in the belly.
Oh, look at that. That's
Through and through.
I mean, we could just stop here
Behold a man.
and just this is it. This is all we need. This is a Zaku, right? This is a Zaku. Okay, now, so we got an eye. So what we need to do next is plan, I guess, the eye track, where it does its little, where the eye does its journey back and forth. So I think we will. Well, first of all, I'm going to see if I can do erases on this with the Sharpie the way I think I can.
Contingent Cat's asking me if I had to fix anything on the streaming computer in the Moonbase before talking sim. I had to fix like eight or 10 things. Because everything had like rebooted and shut down, and Ben was using the account to install House of Ashes on his home computer, so I had to kick him off. Relog in. Ian did something. Well,
Ian does a lot of things. I'm just outlining the area, I think, of the pumpkin that I want to remain skinned around the eye, so that I can give an idea of how far I need to leave margin-wise for the eye track. It's going to be
remain skinned.
Yeah, as in not have the skin removed. I guess remain skinned.
Just, threatening words.
Be skinned. Okay, good. And we do have a lot. We still have got some space down here for the chin action to go on. Because there will be chin action, God willing. Okay, so track goes. Say I'm gonna stand up a bit here and squat. And go in.
Just need like a different thing for this.
I remember hearing that in calligraphy you want to push your straights and pull your curves, I think. So I'm doing this exactly wrong. Be pushing this. This is one of the straightest freehand lines I've ever done, by the way. Okay, how far? They don't go too far around the edge, actually, it seems, according to the reference photos. So I say we go about that far and no further. The line must be drawn here. Boy, I do love getting a good Trek quote in every now and then. All right. Now let's do the bottom line. I could get masking tape out and do... No, Ian.
Why not?
It's not going to be as sharp as I want it to be. I can't get masking tape to stop my knife.
Ah, so we need like an armature, like a metal die for you to cut around.
I mean, I think what we want to do is hook up one of those laser cleaning devices that you use to take rust off of metal pieces, and just use that to carve a pumpkin. It seems like it'd be a lot more power efficient and a lot more clean than, say, just doing a standard CNC job. CNC pumpkin factory. Okay, that looks like that's going to be
how
we want to be. Finish the curve and flatten it. Still need to. Okay. Squircle that side. And squircle again. Okay. And that's going to be the eye hole position. Then there's going to be some panel lining we're going to want to do here. There's also a little window, actually. Actually, we want to really squircle that up.
Just get real in there.
Yeah. This side's almost pretty good. This side needs to be just a bit squirklier.
Those are called tangents.
The rounding of a rectangle edge is called a tangent?
Yep.
Huh. Till. day I learned.
Different tangent than the other one. But it's basically like if the edges had come to a right angle, and then you're cutting in from that, like you make a line that intersects, right?
Right.
It doesn't curve.
Why does tangents... Why are there two different words within the art community for tangent?
Well, it's the same thing, but you just didn't draw the framing, like the right angle, and then draw your curve. Yeah, you get me?
I think so. And you are the art expert.
That's right.
Because we absolutely have experts on this network.
Check out my art try program on Mondays. Not this month, though, because I'm taking the month off for Desert Bus.
Things are about to get very busy. In fact, things have already gotten very busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dive in extra.
Like, if it was just a PPR, that would be fine. But it's PPR and then Desert Bus.
Here we go. That looks right. We have another one of those. It's... I leave not much. Centimeter. Okay, and then we go that way and we bangle up a bit. Squircle off the top. That looks pretty good.
Cool.
I'd say. Okay, and then there's going to be coming up off the thing here. We have sort of a panel lining issue. So I'm going to go, doesn't go too high. It's got some marking. Yes, much like a gunpla, we're going to actually just use a marker to do our panel lining. No. Still, this is effectively a little decal that I've drawn on here. Okay, so that tells me that the line then, let's say, comes up from the top of the table. Right up. Over. Up and back. And then we have one that comes down off the squircle and out onto. And of course, this is going to need to be doubled up, maybe even tripled up. Okay. This side's gonna get right up through there, back, up again, and then back. That seems to be how you're gonna do it. I should sit down again. And maybe stop whispering to myself. Okay, that looks good. Let's angle down that way. Take this over here. Again, expand it more.
Random trivia wants you to whisper to the chat.
Hey chat, we're just gonna give this Sako a nice little whisker here. Little cheeky little panel openings. We're just going to add 3 little lines here. That's going to be our secret. Okay, I think then we're going to have to deal with something about the mouth frontier.
The mouth frontier.
Yeah, the mouth frontier.
Frontier.
So let's make sure that he's got his chinny chin chin.
All right. Did you grab a second marker?
I did not. Would you like to use this one while I go grab a second marker?
Sure.
Whoop!
All right. Time to draw a horse? Question mark. I had a bunch of practice drawing horses on Monday because the comic panel from the Louis Riel comic, the Chester Brown one, had horses in it.
Right.
So I picked a page with like 4 panels that included a horse.
That seems... I mean... That seems bad. That's a lot of horse. Not gonna lie. Okay. And then it's gonna have... some lines taken out of it. There we go, we got the mask. And then we're just going to need to worry about how to do the chain side of the face thing. And I think we'll just have to, well, no, we're just going to have to deal with it now. Let's draw it in. It's going to be about like that. About like that. Ah! Ooh. Excuse me. Although we probably want to leave some space. Okay. And then, yeah, so then it's just going to be roundy chain bits. So this one here, there. These are terrible. I need to redo those. Look at those. That's egregious.
Oh, we get do-overs?
With the power of alcohol. With the power of alcohol, yes.
Anyone can try again.
You may in fact have to. And of course, the extra black has the double aspect, the double feature, in fact, of being a wash.
Yep, seems like a wash.
Whoa. Let's make some big. There we go. Big puffy balls of Zaku face chain.
Still in the lines.
And we're gonna do 3. There we go. Okay, this looks like something to start carving on, I think. And we can fill in details later.
Yeah, that's what we're doing later.
Actually, we've got a panel line up here too, so let's put that on there. And then the other side as well. One. Will this be as good, quote unquote, as my R2 from, or astromech droid. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
shouldn't presume which astromech droid. There we go. Now that's going to be something. I hope it's what I expect it to be. And not whatever's going to happen anyway. Oh, yeah, we should lock focus on that camera. Dear Logitech Brio, figure yourself out. Great, thank you. Now, configure video. And remove your ability to change focus or exposure. Haha!
Haha.
Slightly more gain. Too much gain? Perfect gain. Perfect gain. Okay. Oh yes, I'd forgotten about my teeth, Pumpkin. That was a good time. Teeth are always a good time. All right, I guess it's time to make some cuts. Start with the eye, I guess.
I reckon.
I'm going to start by cutting the line along the dots just through the skin, and then I can work at chipping that skin away. You know what I should be using for this rather than this knife? An actual X-Acto knife.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've got 300 blades or so.
Wow. I wouldn't want pumpkin inside my X-Acto.
I'm going to go get one.
Well, I'm already halfway done, so... I didn't spend a lot of time drawing. There wasn't any possible reference I could have used, unlike Ian's Zaku. Any of you out there in TV land doing your own pumpkin chores tonight? As the candy date approaches. Probably Saturday. That makes a lot of sense. Like, do it the day before.
This knife is probably going to be the best thing for it. But I will have to oil it afterwards. It's Olfa time. Olfa Dolfa. Put me in jail.
If only someone would.
Oh. Now this must have been what Brian Adams was talking about. Let me see. Cuts like a knife, but it feels so right. I mean, he was probably making a metaphor about something else, possibly drugs. But I like to believe he was just espousing the
values of Olfa.
Yeah, the beauties of using an Olfa knife on a pumpkin. You know, as a monster, an actual monster. Hey, Herbert Derp. Welcome to you and your raiding crew. Hope you got a good evening going on. All right, there we go. or just the outside of the line.
Yeah. Lines are more of a suggestion.
I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask and whether or not you're a Tesla.
Mhm.
And we'll turn that knife. Whoop! Hello. Caught that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Good knifing. Now, here comes the good knifing to you. Here comes what I'm hoping is the magic part. The knife has a back part that I can use as a lifting tool.
Oh.
I hope. The answer is no. But that's okay. That's what the other knife is for. The big knife. The bigger boy. Large son.
Large son, big boy.
The lad about town. The edge friend. You know, your friend with who has their own edge, rather than a person you rent your edge from. Your local edgelord. Hey, I'm not funny. There we go.
Question?
Yes.
What, no, it sounded like you had a question.
Oh, I'm not happy with how this carving's going. Woo. A perfect catch. Still not happy with how this carving is going.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Huh. Well.
Ah.
Do I want to try with the spoon?
You're gonna try to take a layer off with the spoon?
Let's see if
Can I borrow the X-Acto? Or
yeah. Just don't go too deep.
no, I'm taking skin.
Yeah.
Skin taker.
Dearest skin taker. Won't you take my skin? And my brother's. He's been ever so good.
Skin taker, please take my skin.
He was but beskinned this morn. What a fine flesh. We shall call you Stephen Flesh.
Come here, Stephen Flesh.
What is it, Pearl? Yeah, that's the prequel they don't show you. The first time Rose tried this, it didn't go so well. That's what they don't tell you at gym school.
Or the kindergarten.
Good point. Kindergarten. Das Gem ist not und Kinder.
Oh. Big talk.
Well, no. I don't even know if it's correct German.
Kinder?
Oh, yeah, I know that part is. Just every other word.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I mean, that is. Most modern languages. Okay, now I think I'm getting the hang of it, the swing of it, and hoping not to be too... if I don't get too ambitious, I don't ruin the pumpkin.
But boys be ambitious.
Yeah, thanks, William Clark. It was William Clark, right?
I don't know.
Might be thinking of William Clark Maxwell, when I'm also getting mixed up with the other Maxwell. Unless that is the Maxwell I'm thinking of.
The one from the Beatles song?
I mean, I was going to say science, but yeah, sure.
Oh, like Maxwell's Demon Maxwell.
Yes. But isn't that the same Maxwell?
As the one from the Beatles song?
Yeah. Like, isn't the Silver Hammer a way of removing the demons?
Yes.
Craft Stephen Flesh alone. He requires a soul, says Boggles. Never mind. Yeah, I think I'm doing streaming wrong by just saying things and then waiting a while and then looking at chat.
You think you should be looking at the chat all the time?
Probably.
Or just like, what if you had like Google Glass
Oh.
for your face where the chat could live?
God, then Google would see everything chat says. That's for me. For my eyes only. Bum, bum. It's probably one of the lowest ranked Bond songs.
Definitely.
Yeah. Where is the man with the golden gun, which came directly after, I believe, just comes in swinging. He's got a powerful weapon. It charges 1,000,000 a shot. He isn't Duke Togo at all. The man with the golden gun.
Has a yacht.
He's got a pretty nice yacht. Doesn't allow people to come up and ask him pressing questions.
A man with the golden gun.
No man should go to hell. Hey, love is required whenever he's hired.
Oh,
It comes just before the kill. Now that seems like a pretty
it's
pretty
like,
dangerous time.
No kink shaming.
No, you're good. Good point. You're right. You're right. But like that song just comes out of the gate just powerful, with powerful TV show theme song energy. I'm saying is I would watch the Man with the Golden Gun tokusatsu.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Am I allergic to pumpkin? Is that it? Or am I just allergic to parts of the pumpkin that have developed a skin condition from laying in a moist field for too long?
Yeah, I think we're all allergic to that, actually. Everyone's just a little allergic to poison. This knife is really good.
Isn't it? I should absolutely be using that on model kits.
Yeah.
I think I have extra blades. Oh, there we go. Inside. Also, take that, every other Gunpla modeler who's working in plastic this season. I'll see you when you're ready to graduate to pumpkin flesh. PG, perfect grade, pumpkin grade.
I think we do like subs and stuff at the end, but wow, thank you. Graven.
Oh, hey, wow. Thank you so much for that Hewag generosity. I'm sorry, wow. You know what? Memeing just really removes any form of appreciation from
Sincerity.
anything you say. Yeah, sincerity. Credibility.
That's no memes, not even once.
Yep.
If you catch your kids memeing,
This is memes. Oh my god, why did I say that out loud? Oh. Okay, nobody remember memes except when I need to remember. You remember memes on the street. None of you remember memes on the street. It'll be a lot funnier that way. We have fun here. I have fun here. Oh my goodness, we're very close to revealing the hole of the eye socket. Is a phrase you only get to hear in certain situations, and I'm so glad you're all here for one of them.
But not the other.
I mean, if you're taking part in some sort of modern day theater based, and I don't mean theater troupe based, I mean like surgery theater.
I'm pretty sure they still let
dissection.
People view stuff, yeah.
Welcome to the Goes Wrong show. Now surgery theater, for some reason.
Cadaver of the week.
No cadavers here. Let's take care of that.
Have a good night, Louchman.
Pleasant dreams. I mean, pleasant screams! There we go. Look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. I think I finally found a technique.
Ooh.
Maybe not completely, but yes. Yes. Good. Okay, gonna need to get in there a little bit more carefully. And peel away the skin. Oop, nope, don't do that. Continue to cut away the skin.
In a normal fashion, like we always do.
As human beings have always done for centuries. The skin is cut away cleanly, leaving naught but transparent flesh. Such is the right from time immemorial unto today, as true as when it was written. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's a Zaku eye. Oh, I love just how disturbing this is coming out as it happens. Okay, let's attempt to get these top lines in here real quick. We're going to use an unconventional blade holding technique.
Ooh. Ah.
Want the other one back? No, actually, I need to go a little bit deeper on this because I'm attempting to get it all in one shot. Okay, then let's get the V in. Stand up to the victory. Something, something else in Japanese. I haven't memorized the lyrics yet. That looks like that's going to be a good V. Oh, yeah! Look at that! Comes right out. Nice little panel line. Let's clean up a bit there. So it's a little bit more even. Yeah.
Using illegal carving techniques.
Oh no. The Great Pumpkin Police will be after you. There we go. Look at that. Quite happy with how that that little thing's coming in. Let's get one more in, shall we? What we got? One here. Okay. And then, not all the way. We cut in the skin, but not all the way. That's because we don't want to go through the skin, we just want to be a little Paneline. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Right. Can I have some alcohol,
You
please?
can have the alcohol, yes. In fact, as soon as we get this out of here, whether you be drinking alcohol or water or whatever's in between, I don't know, ammonia?
Coolers?
Yeah, if you're drinking ammonia, whatever you need to have a good time. We're gonna have a short break here. We're gonna get up, stretch our legs, swap our fluids as we need to, which is to say, get fresh ones and remove the ones that we no longer need or want. And we'll be back with more pumpkin carving on Tinker Tailor Solder Fry in just a few. Don't go away. Welcome back to Tinker Tailor Solder Fry here on the Mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. It's Corey.
And Ian.
And we are carving pumpkins. This is weird to see my hand in the top, but not my face.
All right.
We're carving pumpkins.
Behold, a horse.
Well, yes.
I'm finished.
Okay. What?
It's a horse.
You keep saying that. It is a horse.
It's a horse.
It is a horse.
I spent so much time on the mane.
I know. I'm not sure if Chad is really getting to see the speed lines coming out of the
It's a
butt.
tail.
It is a good tail, very good tail. But yeah, show up the mane there, because that's
Oh.
the
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like texture. There we go. Yeah, it's just every single face of this pumpkin faces downwards. So
Mhm. No, I mean, we don't have.
yeah.
God, I don't think we have anyone under the age of 90 in our building.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say in chat.
That's why I don't think my thoughts. I don't think we're too worried about displaying these out to the world.
No.
Can I grab the Olfa, please?
Second, I got a dangly.
You, Olfa, Dolfa, doopity doo. We've got another.
So yeah, thank you, chat, for the suggestion on something to try to carve.
You did.
I did it.
Became, chalk it up on that big hated list of successful TTSF episodes board.
Oh yeah, yeah. A project reached completion here.
There have been some people, a number, who have really been concerned about the number of successful projects in the past year.
And the lack of blood.
Yeah, and well, I mean, we blood. There's been blood.
I'm just saying there could be more.
There could always be more blood, but there's no guarantee. This is not a milkshake based film. We should make milkshakes on stream sometime.
Yes. Yes, especially with because one of our local tea places makes powdered teas, and then you can just put the tea powder in your ice cream and stir it up, and then suck it down.
I don't know.
And we could do froyo for you.
I would feel like we should make our own ice cream and even maybe our own froyo if we could, if there's a way.
If only there was a way to make yogurt.
That's why there's no St. Albert today.
Here's the lid for the big
the alcohol.
Very full bottle of alcohol.
So, if you've ever heard me reference, and I'm telling the story now because I have referenced it on air, and it's
the St. Albert today.
Yeah, the where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
You know, you can't just tell people that you've seen good improv
or
successful improv.
Yeah, no one will believe you.
No one will believe you, and then it's like you're retelling a joke.
I saw an improv this good. Oh, really?
So good that years later we're still quoting a stupid scene that they did, and actually it was like Brian Cox's son was there, and
he was a. So what I'm talking about is this
Commander Shepard,
a thing from. You may or may not have heard myself, Corey, or Beej talk about a thing called Dynasty, which was a weekly long-form improv run in the city of Edmonton while we were all living there.
In Strathcona.
Yeah, and it would run, you do the weekly shows, which were 3 hours of long form improv, and the plots and characters would carry over between editions too. So you'd get the same characters next week having to deal with possibly the same problems, or maybe if they didn't like the problems, they ended up with inventing or moving on to new ones.
Yeah, it was usually like a genre pastiche. Yeah. It would be like, we're Star Trek, or we're doing D&D. Well, they actually did D&D.
Yeah, well,
but like
Grease was another one.
Grease, yeah.
Or the
famous musicals or movies.
And that's the
theme. Godfather.
Yeah. And so that's the theme for the entire season. As a fundraiser, what they did was what they called the Soap-a-thon, which was as it sounds like, a marathon of these things, but it's over the course of an entire long weekend.
It's 50 hours.
Yep. And it's amazing because the actors don't all sleep as much as they should.
Or they get drunk, which is also fun sometimes, because some of them are just very good.
Sure. It's people say soap. It's called Soap-a-thon because
it's like a soap opera.
Well, yeah. The group is called Dynasty, which is a play on Dynasty, which was a soap opera. And so soap opera, Soap-a-thon.
Yeah.
And so this was, and one of the great things about them is that they have an in-house band, which consists of, I think, a guitarist sometimes and a keyboardist most of the time.
Yeah, and then there's an on-set director and production assistants that will like potentially interfere with scenes and like get them to redo stuff, but also they just kind of keep track of the entire story. Mm-hmm. And there are breaks where the whole cast goes back behind stage and they talk about like what kind of scenes they want to have come up and how the story has progressed.
So what the music department is there to provide interstitial music and just background tunes and sort of jammy stuff to keep the scene moving, so you can have a conversation without needing to have action like a soap opera, like television. But it also means that if anyone has the need to bust out into song, or say the director decides that, no, I like the way the scene's going, but it feels like it needs a musical number right now, they have the ability to just jump in and do that. And so that's where There's a Will, There's a Way comes in, because they were talking about, it doesn't matter what the scene was, but it's finally gets into where there's a will, there's a way. And they just kept chanting
there's
that.
No St. Albert
today.
And St. Albert's like a city next to Edmonton.
Yeah, bedroom community in Edmonton's.
And it had nothing to do with the story, because they weren't even like in Edmonton. Yeah. And the characters would have no way of knowing about St. Albert, but it was really funny. Yeah, but
they just decided to establish in the middle of the song that the nearby bedroom community ceased to exist at some point in this hypothetical future, simply through the will of the people of Edmonton. And so it keeps coming up in my mind that anytime people mention the very concept of willpower,
yeah,
the ending of St. Albert. This has been Ian Does Beach's story time. Tune in never. What's chat like today?
Oh, they are reeling from the information. It is too much for them. The tiny chat brains, is that what we call them?
Not here. Here we just call them meddling safety inspectors.
They do tell you to put on gloves and eye pro.
They do that, and sometimes I listen to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm hiding my pumpkin. My pumpkin is going back into. Look at this weird crease.
People don't like your.
People like my zebra. Fulfill the function of Ian's mother.
Wow, no, I mean,
safety inspector and babysitter.
I don't.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, you don't. I don't generally need to talk with Corey after I've dealt with chat for a prolonged amount of time. I love my mother. But we all have mothers. Don't we? Don't we?
In my case, she's like the mother-in-law.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
So,
Okay.
that's a thing.
So I think, okay, I want to do the last panel lines, or let's tackle this.
It's a big butthole.
This is going to be the issue here. So let's get the alpha engaged again. Where did I put the cap for the alpha? There it is. And let's just at least get the skin of the big roundy in place. Or rather, the outer skin, which is the important thing. Because we want everyone who needs skin to have skin. That's really all I want. That's my campaign slogan. Look, if you're happy with your skin, you can keep your skin. No one's taking your skin away.
Sign up on our website.
You sign up on the website.
You just register on the
It'll be
website.
okay. No problem.
The very functional website.
It's a very functional website, which is here. And it's never going away. Oh boy, that's a big feel.
The last decade was sure something.
Yeah.
Dermatology panels. As Zapshakur, we've eaten the seeds before, but I don't think we're doing that this time. They've been delicious. And we've been given the secret tech of maybe soaking them in soy sauce.
Mm-hmm.
What would ponzu do to a pumpkin seed?
Probably not good things because the acid would interact with the seed.
Make it soft.
Really.
Maybe if you have tough pumpkin seeds, ponzu's your pineapple juice. Maybe get some.
Oh God, Corey, no!
Get your pineapple enzymes in there.
Let's cut out the rest of the mouth. I mean, it's a mouth. Come on. There's nothing about this that is not a Zaku mouth. Zaku's eat. It's 20. It's UC 79. Zaku's eat ass.
I mean, they have those underwater ones.
That's what the snorkel's for. Ah, yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. We're all having fun here
We
on the
are.
Let's Try program. Sometimes we just try to make jokes.
Sometimes it works.
Some, Sometimes there's an injury.
No guarantee of a good time, but it will always be time.
Oh, question from the chat. Are you going to carve out the numbers or are they going to stay as...
I was wondering about that. Given how happy I am with some of these cuts that we're making,
Yeah,
I might try to keep the
I
number,
think
cut out the numbers,
you
but
could.
like basically, I'm feeling like anything I put down as a line can be probably in some way represented in a form of cuts, and I'm excited to see where we can go with that.
Now I'm just thinking about spooky movies.
What's a good spooky movie you've seen recently?
Uh,
What's a spooky movie you've seen recently?
I don't like. I talk with my movie friends
Mm-hmm.
and we have a good time, but my movie friends also watch a lot of like giallo or exploitation films or are big fans of the Nick Sphere's YouTube disturbing movies things. So I don't necessarily want to expose chat to it's like a cognition hazard, right? It's like I don't want to talk about what happened in the movie I saw because I've been thinking about it for weeks. Oh yeah, Blazeball's coming up. Yep, excited for Blazeball to restart. Yep, yep. On the first, they're doing a series of small pocket universes with a full complement of teams and players that we've never seen before.
Interesting.
At least I think the teams are different. I don't know. The players will be different, but they're little short form universes, which kind of feeds into the whole meta where the universe had to be rebooted, and the gods try to try out mechanics sometimes. We have evidence of that, so yeah. The movie I watched is called Titane. It's by the director from Raw, which I haven't seen, but I'm supposed to watch. And it's if you like body horror and how did you know it was Titane? I don't know how you knew. I haven't watched like Malignant or anything yet. I watched the new Candyman, liked it. Um, but yeah, Titane. I just it's not very often that I see a movie that shows me things that I've never seen before. So just
That's always a
like
good thing, yeah.
trying to like preserve your masculinity through the use of steroids, even though you're like a 60-year-old man who can't do a muscle up even after the huge steroid injection.
Well, I can't wait for that.
And just like there's like small human relationships in the midst of all this horror, and a lot of the decisions the main character makes are really incomprehensible. Uh, Basically, she's in like a car accident as a kid, and then becomes an exotic dancer, I guess. And then she has sex with a car
Cool.
and murders a bunch of people, so she goes on the run.
Okay.
It's violent and horrific, but interesting. It's very interesting.
I like it. I like interesting. Okay. I think I've got an idea on how I'm going to be doing things here.
Also, it's French.
Oh, wow. Well,
So it's in French. Sorry if you don't do subtitles well. I don't know. Yeah. Don't know what the accessibility options are.
I'm not actually trying to keep this raised too much, but I do want to be able to keep it round. So I'm trying to pick away at the edges of this. So I can just very barely scrape the top a bit. Because I know this part is traditionally round. There we go. You know, on traditional Zakus, not these avant-garde Zakus of today's kids. Do you think we'll ever get a live action? I mean, okay, in terms of live action, the only two people right now who I would trust to do a live action,
I don't know.
Villeneuve and Anno, and only if Villeneuve is a Gundam fan, which I don't know that he is. So
Yeah, going to non-spooky movies, we both watched the new Dune, and it was
it's
really good on like a scale and scope front. They nailed some of the scenes, they nailed a lot of the design, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
I want to see the next movie just so that I can actually get the resolution of the first book at least.
As soon as possible. I'd also love him to do. He wants to do Messiah as well, and I'm like, yes, but also just do all 6 books.
Yeah, well, we have to get to God Emperor. Like, yep. Each individual book is its own nice little thing, and then you get to God Emperor, and it kind of just wraps everything up in a nice way.
Yeah, but then things get weird and horny.
Things get really weird and horny. But when we make a lot of jokes about Dune, we're really making jokes about God Emperor of Dune and not Dune itself.
That's really as far as you need to go. That's the 4th book. You can, if you want to get Dune jokes, the 4th book is really all you need. That's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a new route here.
Jellybean, I don't think they would spend the whole movie with the worm lecturing. They would probably do it in like voiceover, but there's the scenes where he starts attaching the fish and gets like superpowers and goes out jumping around like the Hulk. Like, they would probably spend a lot more time focusing on that and the physical transformation and the, I guess, reveal of the nature of Duncan, Idaho.
Yes.
Right? Like, those are the important bits.
Yep. Duncan, Idaho, the important bit.
This is the first time you've heard their other books. There are other books, and Frank Herbert's son took over. So there are further books that are optional. Completely optional. I haven't read them. Or wait, it's Chapter House? Did I read Chapter House?
Chapter House is the last.
Yeah.
Ultra horny.
It's been a long time.
Been a long time since I read a Dune.
Yeah, and I'm out here trying to read Foundation, and I find out there's no, like, swimming pool scene.
Oh boy, yeah, let's talk about how disappointed we are in Foundation.
I'm not that disappointed because I think giving Lee Pace a lot of screen time and a lot of screen time devoted to the really cool, like, 3D art stuff that they have in the Emperor's Palace is cool.
Yeah, there's some stuff there.
And like, if they're planning to do a long run series, then might as well just milk it for as long as possible.
I wanted it to be better though. Okay, there we go. That's those cut out. Frankly, we were living in a golden age of science fiction right now, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, we have access to so much stuff.
And so much is coming. Look at
Like,
that.
I'm not really against reboots.
No.
Uh,
Especially if they're well intentioned and want to say something new.
yeah,
Which
it's
that
it. The problem, like, it's just I don't want boring media.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if something's going to be new, it should be interesting. Because there's a lot of stuff out there that I haven't even seen yet. That
Any interest in Wheel of Time? I stopped in like book 5 or 6, but yeah, I'd watch it just to, a nostalgia trip, I guess. Like, remember the names of the characters at least.
I'll probably check it out because people can't stop talking about the Wheel of Time. Yes, this is where people discover that Ian hasn't read it.
I haven't read Wheel of Time, but it's fantasy.
Yep,
Like,
that's
it's
probably why.
strictly fantasy.
Whew, that's exactly why then.
Honestly, I'd prefer Mistborn or something. Or, the Malazan series finally getting its long off promised poked at thing. It's just it's too complicated.
It would be nice to see someone adapt Snow Crash before it becomes the nightly news.
Snow Crash would be interesting. Cause like I can't see the Zoomers relating to hero protagonist.
No, it's like it's very boomer.
Like, I think we got Ready Player One instead of Snow Crash.
Oh, good. There's the monkey's paw. Well, with Ready Player One, you get Snow Crash too. Because hero protagonist is in the. Probably? I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of feel like what is it, Fahrenheit 451, the real title of the book, and not the Michael Moore documentary thing,
Mm-hmm.
which has messed with my head for like a decade. Because we've gotten kind of a few adaptations of that.
What a recent one, did we?
I don't know, because I'm thinking about Equilibrium,
Mm.
which was like,
Oh, yeah. Got and Kata.
yeah, like I feel like that brought something new. Hmm, what a smell.
Mm-hmm. Alco Pumpkin. Okay, now it's turned. Now comes the carving part. David. Wait, no, Michelangelo.
Michelangelo's David. Your pumpkin is 14 feet tall.
Just has the most amazing plug.
The existence of Ray Bradbury Presents is a delight to me. Like,
Does it still exist?
well, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, right, of course.
Yeah, just that, and the Velt is one of my favorite things ever, and the version
Yeah.
they did for that is like the canonical version of the Velt for me, I guess.
Very close to the edge here. Don't touch me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm not trying not to lose my head. I know that song because it was in so many mashups.
Ever since Happy Feet.
Happy Feet was a movie that happened. think I might have accidentally made a weird Darth Vader butt, man.
It is a butt. That is 100% a butt. It just like a sarlacc pit in there.
Oh, I am very sorry for your mornings. It's like a sarlacc pit down there. You will know a new meaning of pain as you are digested over.
No, I'm talking
What,
about your
really?
butthole.
3 hours? Do you have a problem with milk, sarlacc? Really? Three hours? Okay, well, I guess you'll know a new meaning of pain as you are digested over 3 hours. I'm just a simple man from Tatooine. Just
Simple man with a simple moisture evaporator.
Yeah.
Harvest the mushrooms off the moisture evaporator and make some blue milk for my family back home in the pit we live in.
You ever been to Tunisia? Spent a night there? One of my favorite songs to play back in the high school jazz bands. Night in Tunisia.
Vilafar says they'd like to see an adaptation of the Maze Runners,
Okay.
which I think exists, doesn't it? But also, I would like to, because I want to see the weird, spiky caterpillar monsters. I just want to see, sometimes there's a thing that's just, like, if it was Doctor Who Series 4, like, level special effects, I would love to see that. A movie adaptation. I think, was it a movie or was it a series, Maze Runner? Oh, that was a movie. It was when they were doing all of the young adult, like, Divergence.
Yeah. Post Harry Potter cash grab time. With the Hangar games.
Hangar.
Hungary games. Can you believe the Olympics is 100 days away?
What?
The Winter Olympics in Beijing. Because, the issue with the perception of the passage of time wasn't hard enough in the time of COVID.
So, yeah, they were always supposed to happen in 2022 and they just didn't push them back, right?
I think so.
Because they're usually 2 years after. And
Yep.
then the Summer Olympics get pushed to this year.
Yep.
Wait, 2022 is next year.
Yep. Don't forget. Don't forget to sign all of your 2022s with 2022 next year.
God. Yeah, the not being able to tell the difference between this year and last year is really made things drag on.
It's not been good, let me tell you what. Making some progress here. All right, I think we might be just about done with skin.
Hear that? Skin is out.
Now we just need to work on the flesh here.
Pumpkin flesh is in.
Nope. I missed an entire side of skin.
This has a thing too.
Oh yeah, that too up there. Now we'll need to find a light.
Yep. Where Could we possibly have one of those?
Okay. Need to add a little bit of definition out of here. More. There we go. And get that, extricate that jowl. Yeah, started seeing to really become defined. You can also see why I was calling it a weird ass Darth Vader.
Because of the grill.
Yeah.
Boundwood Home saying they're an essential worker, so experience less of the times lived. Like, I feel
Oh yeah.
like I've been working and you've been working this whole time, but convention season is usually a thing, and I leave the city that I live in to go to other places to see people, and that hasn't happened yet, so it's still, I guess, August of last year.
Right, yeah.
Like, I went to Boston March 2020 and then didn't go to any further conventions. So that year's still happening until I go to another country.
Corehander's passport expires. She will die. Like Ultraman, but for Nexus. You don't have Nexus. Or global entry or anything. Because there is no point right now. Alright. I think there's one more cut I want to make on the grill here.
Just throw another cut in the grill.
And then we'll use the power of the small knife or the larger knife to extract. Yes, there we go.
Yes. That's, you could wear that on your head.
All right, let's get these last stones up here, and then I'm going to put some finishing touches on this. And then I think we're going to call this a pumpkin, maybe. Let's see the pieces you took out of yours. That might be the best one. What I've got planned.
All right. I could have made some bigger if
Nope.
I'd anticipated
No bigness.
their function.
These ones are going to be quick lines on the inside here. Okay, down we go. And then change direction. And then change direction. Change direction. And then flip it around. Carve up.
I'm gonna go back to scary movies. Probably gonna watch Scream 4 sometime this weekend.
Okay.
Because I've never seen it. I didn't watch any of the Scream movies really, but I watched the first 3 recently. They were decent. Definitely a child of their times, but it's also like really weird to see some of the actors and actresses, actors in general, that I'm like familiar with from other things.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, just like Drew Barrymore, who I know from E.T., the extraterrestrial. Not like that one guy that gets cast as a dad and all that Mike Flanagan stuff, who is Elliot from E.T., but he's like
E.T..
grown up, and it's weird. But he's got really blue eyes, so you can always tell it's him.
Just doing the panel lines along the whisker chin while we're here.
Ooh, just finished watching Tremors with a friend.
Ooh,
I would rewatch Tremors. I would rewatch Hocus Pocus because
oh my god.
they used to show it on TV every year and I'd watch it, and now I don't watch TV, so I have to get my Hocus Pocus all on my own.
Let's get the whisker first. Just whisker away. Film I have not yet watched yet. About a girl who turns into a cat.
I don't think I've seen any of the ones that Laura Spine's listed, Halloween Town, Crawl, Ready or Not. Crawl's on my list, but like, what even is that Crawl?
Yeah.
There's a flood and a crocodile.
Ah,
and
crawl, not crawl.
Yeah, not Crawl.
Okay.
But like it's, I guess, in the same genre as like Anaconda or Deep Blue, I guess, where there's like a big animal monster, not like Lake Placid so much, but more like Anaconda, where it's just like an adventure thing. Or I guess in this case it's a little like quiet, probably.
Well, probably because they didn't bring any buns.
But like I like psychological stuff more than someone being hunted and trying to escape.
I agree.
I just enjoy them more. So the Crawl's on my list, but I haven't watched it because I have other things to watch.
Okay, I think I might be done here.
What's this?
That's just a 0. I don't think we're going to. I don't think I'm
Gonna wipe it off?
I mean, no, I'm going to draw them back on both sides. But I don't think that the numbers are something that I can reliably.
You think that might, mess yours up?
Yeah, I don't think I can cut them in, but what I can do is clean them up a bit. And then just yeah, that way we've got the marking.
Thank you, Lurker Spine.
Yep. 0 and 1 there, and let's do the other side too here.
Does it have to be mirrored, or?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Which side does the 0 go on?
How many ones?
3 ones.
Oh.
There we go. And right, I was going to do one final piece de resistance. Because I mean, this is a right pumpkin, right? No green Zaku. This Zaku requires and
You doing the little antenna thing?
yeah, it needs a horn. Command horn.
Command horn. You have toothpicks?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
There we go.
beautiful.
Where's my toothpicks? There you go. Yeah, I can go here. And we'll just there.
In the center?
Yeah, see.
But you face it towards you when you.
Good point.
All right.
Shall we light these things up?
Let's light them up.
Okay, let's get the lights off, and then where's my... Get your phone there?
I've got my phone, yes.
Okay.
Are we phoning it in?
Yeah.
All right, turn off the kitchen.
Yeah,
light,
I'm
or no?
going to get rid of the Brio here too. Get rid of the entire face group.
There you go. Try not to shine into the...
Wow! This kind of half looks like a Zaku head.
Get it, the blue eye like that statue. Lucifer? Lucifer.
Lucifer.
The horse statue.
Well, I think we did good again this year, Corey. Shall we just do the sign off from here?
Well, yeah.
I think so. Okay. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for watching Tinker, Tailor, Solder, Fry here tonight with us. It's been an absolute pleasure here to have you with us as we continue with this particular holiday tradition. As always, we want to thank a bunch of you for watching, because if you weren't watching, we wouldn't be here. And of course, if you want to watch more of our stuff, you can check out all the VODs, which are still live over at youtube.com/loadingreadylive. If you'd like to find out what else is coming up on the channel, we have a thing for that too over at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. That'll be up at some point. That's not where you find out what's coming up, though. That's over at loadingreadyrun.com/live. We do want to thank those of you, though, who are so generous as to give us your membership over at youtube.com, and of course the patrons over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You keep the lights on, except when we turn them off intentionally to show you our rad-ass pumpkins. Oop. Turned my Zaku off. And we want to, of course, thank those of you who were kind enough to give us your subs and bits here at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. We got a number of you here to thank, starting with, I want to say, Gesundheit.
All right.
Coreflex dropped some bits on us. Thank you so much for those.
Zithra Gear's been here for 13 months, saying, "This year I'm carving the most terrifying thing of all, the mere concept of Applebee's. Good luck with that."
Anya Zeta subscribed for 52 months. That's 1 full year in months.
Vilafar's back for the 2nd month. Finally got a job so I can do something that scroll off the page.
No.
This now.
Thank you again to Grievous13 for those 10 gift subs into the channel.
Door-to-door hentai sales girl has been here for 46 months. Bless you.
Please. So, Captain Clown, 11 months. Well, someone is just horsing around now.
Hey.
You.
Username taken 43. It's been here for 2 years. Happy Spooktober and happy double birthday to you.
And a pumpkin has just subscribed. Thanks to Demon Fire as well. Thank you.
Or the Meerkat, or someone, you know.
Demon Fire, yeah.
Demon Fire. Oh, God.
Uh-huh.
It does say Demon Fire. I can't read.
It's okay. Thanks so much, everyone, for... Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us tonight on Tinker, Tailor, Solder, Fry.
It's been fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Corey, where can people find you when you're not here on the channel?
You can submit all complaints or interesting informations to Absolar on Twitter, or I do a stream on Mondays, but not this month. But also I'll be at Desert Bus.
Cool! Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining one last time. And remember, as we are now saying forever, ever forward, learning out of spite. Good night!